Hello Jeopardy! Fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the electrifying episode from Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. If you're here for all the spoilers, the final winner, and a full recap of today's highlights, you have come to the right place. We've got a fantastic show to break down, featuring our returning champion facing off against two brilliant new challengers. The categories were tough, the wagers were bold, and the competition was absolutely fierce right from the start. So, grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's get into the action of today's incredible game. Who played their cards right, and who will be returning to the champions' podium? Let's find out together. The episode kicked off with our returning champion. Let's call her Sarah, a librarian from Chicago, holding a two-day total of $45,000. She was looking confident, but her challengers were ready to give her a run for her money. On her left was Mark, a history professor from Boston, and on her right we had Jessica, a software engineer from San Francisco. The Jeopardy! Round started off with some fascinating categories, including literary first lines, world capitals, and in the science lab. Mark got off to a quick start. Finding the first daily double in world capitals, he confidently wagered $2,000. On a clue about a lesser-known European capital, the clue was, this capital city of Liechtenstein is known for its castle perched on a hillside. Mark correctly answered, "What is Vaudouz?" and jumped into the lead. Sarah wasn't fazed, though. She fought back, sweeping the literary first lines category and showing her deep knowledge of classic literature. By the end of the first round, the scores were incredibly tight. Mark was in the lead with $6,800. Sarah was right behind him with $6,400, and Jessica was holding her own with $3,200. It was anyone's game heading into Double Jeopardy. The tension was palpable, and you could tell this was going to be a battle to the very end. The Double Jeopardy round truly separated the players. The categories were even more challenging, with titles like 19th Century Innovators, Shakespearean Women, and Before and After. This is where Sarah, our returning champion, really began to shine. She found the first daily double in 19th Century Innovators under the $1,600 clue, with a score of $10,000, just slightly behind Mark. She decided to make a bold move. She wagered $5,000. The clue was, this Scottish-born inventor, S1876 patent for the telephone famously beat a rival S patent by just a few hours. Sarah didn't hesitate for a second and correctly answered, "Who is Alexander Graham Bell?" This massive win catapulted her into a commanding lead. But the drama wasn't over. Jessica, who had been playing a steady game, found the second daily double in Shakespearean Women. She had $8,000 and, needing to make a move to catch up, wagered everything she had. It was a true daily double. The clue, though she speaks no lines, this wife of Iago is a key figure in the tragedy of Othello. Jessica took a deep breath and answered, "Who is Amelia?" A fantastic response. She doubled her score to $16,000, putting her right back in contention and making it a three-way race again. The audience was on the edge of their seats as the final clues of the round were revealed. As we headed into Final Jeopardy, the scores reflected the intense back and forth of the game. Our returning champion, Sarah, was in the lead with a very strong $22,000. Jessica, after her incredible daily double, was in a competitive second place with $17,600. And Mark, who had played a solid game, was in third place with $12,800. All three contestants were still mathematically in the game, which is exactly what we love to see. The Final Jeopardy category was revealed to be American landmarks. This is a broad category that could go in any direction, testing not just knowledge but also wagering strategy. Each player took a moment to calculate their potential wagers, knowing that this final clue would decide who would be crowned the Jeopardy champion. The stage was set for a dramatic conclusion. The music began to play, and the contestants carefully wrote down their responses and their wagers. Who would make the right bet, and who would know the answer to this pivotal question? Let's break down the final clue and see how it all played out. The Final Jeopardy clue under the category American Landmarks was dedicated in 1886. Its official name is Liberty Enlightening the World, and it was a gift from the people of this European nation. This is one of those clues that seems straightforward, but the pressure can make you second-guess everything. The question is asking for the nation that gifted the statue. Let's see how our players did. First up was Mark, in third place with $12,800. He correctly wrote down, "What is France?" and wagered everything, all $12,800. A bold move. This doubled his score to $25,600. He put the pressure on the top two players. Next, we saw Jessica's response. She also correctly answered, "What is France?" Now, her wager was crucial. She had $17,600. She wagered a strategic $8,000, bringing her total to $25,600. She tied Mark. It all came down to our returning champion, Sarah. She had $22,000. To win, she needed to answer correctly and wager at least $3,601. Sarah revealed her response, and she also wrote down, "What is France?" All three contestants got it right. The final piece of the puzzle was her wager. She had wagered $4,000. This brought her final total to $26,000. She won the game by just $400. What an incredibly close finish. What a nail-biter of an episode. Sarah walks away as a three-day Jeopardy champion with a new total of $71,000. She played with incredible poise, especially with that bold daily double wager in the second round that ultimately gave her the edge she needed to win. Huge congratulations to her. And we have to give a massive round of applause to both Jessica and Mark. They were phenomenal competitors who pushed the champion to her absolute limit. Jessica's all-in wager on her daily double was one of the highlights of the game, and Mark's strategic all-in bet in Final Jeopardy made for one of the most exciting finishes we've seen in a long time. It just goes to show that on any given day, anyone can win. This episode had it all. Brilliant players, high-stakes wagers, and a conclusion that came down to the wire. This is why we love Jeopardy. It's a testament to the skill and nerve of everyone who stands behind those podiums. Sarah will be back tomorrow to defend her title once again. Can she keep the streak going? We'll have to tune in to find out. And that's a wrap on our recap of the October 14th, 2025 episode of Jeopardy! What did you think of that incredible Final Jeopardy finish? Were you on the edge of your seat like I was? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you agree with the wagers? Did you get the Final Jeopardy clue right? I love reading all of your opinions and discussing the strategy of the game. It was a true masterclass in competitive play, and I can't wait to see what happens next. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay up to date with all the latest Jeopardy! Recaps, spoilers, and highlights, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Your support means the world and helps the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you right back here for the next episode. Take care, everyone.